So in this video, I will be going through my first real estate deal and I will show you all the figures, everything to the last cent, so you know exactly what to expect and what to budget for. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. My name is Henk from Merwe, and in this channel we go over real estate, e-commerce and business in South Africa. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. And to say thank you, here is a beautiful picture of an iguana. So this is what my first real estate deal looks like. It's a beautiful 2-bedroom apartment. I bought it straight off the plan, 51 squares, newly built, just outside of Stellenbosch in the Western Cape. It's very close to a lot of other wealthy and more upmarket developments and flats. The estate boasts 24-hour security, CCTV, a swimming pool. They've got some solar features for geyser, as well as granite tops. A very nice basic setup. The deal was 789,000 Rand. I had to put in 143,000 Rand cash. This is what it was made of. 100,000 Rand I had to put down as a deposit. So that's around 12.6% of the property value. Then the rest of the cost was broken down, 18,000 Rand for bond registration. This is a tricky one, they don't always tell you up front, but once you register the bond, you have to pay the bank a fee, then you have to pay transfer costs. Now this is to transfer the property's ownership, and this was 25,000 Rand that I had to pay outside lawyers to do it. The mistake I made here is that transfer cost is negotiable. Again, this is negotiable, so go to different places and ask around. So I put in 143,000 Rand, and now I owed the bank. At the time, it cost me around 5,400 Rand a month in the bond payment. The bank gave me a rate of prime plus 0.72. So if the prime rate is 7%, then I had to pay 7.72%. So it came down to my monthly payment was 5,400 Rand. Now that was what it cost to acquire the property. Now let's talk about the running cost. What does it cost me every single month to run this property? Number one is levies. Levies is the fees you pay to a management firm who actually manages the block of flats. So they make sure that the pools are clean, they hire the security and all of that. So I pay levies of 800 Rand a month. Then I pay rates and taxes of 200 Rand to the City of Cape Town. Is basically the property tax every single month. That leaves me with a running cost of 1,000 Rand and a bond of around 5,400 Rand. Now remember, as interest rate goes up, your bond payment goes up unless you have a fixed interest rate. So my opinion is ask for a fixed interest rate when you get a bond. The bank will give you a high interest rate, but it will be fixed. It will not change if the interest rate goes up or down. So if it goes up, then you win if you've got a fixed interest rate. If it goes down, you lose. So my bond was 5,400 Rand and my cost was 1,000 Rand. So that's 6,400 Rand. My rental income was 6,000 Rand. So I charged 6,000 Rand rent, and so that was basically my income and outflow. So I had to put in around 400 Rand every month. Now the whole idea is that over time your rental is going to go up. And that's exactly what happened. Over 2 years, my rent went from 6,000 Rand to 7,500 Rand. And the second thing is the value of the property went up with inflation. So the phases that are selling now are selling for 932,000 Rand for the same property. So the property went up from 789,000 Rand to 932,000 Rand. The property value increased with around 18%. And that 18% is the equity margin I make. Now there are two ways I can utilize this extra 143,000 Rand. I can either sell the property, but then I will have fees, or I can refinance the property. I will make more videos on these subjects. Now again, for 2 years, I had to get tenants for the property. If you don't want to get your own tenants, you have to give around 10% of the rental to a rental firm. So if the rent is 7,500 Rand, a rental firm will charge me 750 Rand a month to rent out the property for me.